I had this really cool memory, and I just want to share this memory, and there's a reason behind it. Years ago, I discovered I was taking piano lessons, and I was learning Mozart. And my teacher said, "Hey, have you seen the movie Amadeus?" I rented Amadeus and fell in love with Tom Hulce, who is playing Mozart. Yeah, I mean, he is insane in this movie. Mozart, the character of Mozart, is insane in this movie. Of course, that's the one I thought was kind of cute. So I had this crush on Amadeus slash Tom Hulce. So one day, I was with my friend, and she had some crush on some musician. I can't remember who. And she said, "Oh, let's do this funny thing. Let's go for dinner and pretend that we are dating these two guys." I mean, this is like bringing childhood play into young adulthood, which is really cool. And it's nice to find someone who's willing to play like that with you. So we went to dinner. So I was saying, yeah, well, Tom and I went to San Diego the other day, and because he wanted to rent a boat, and we were sailing, and I mean, the water was so gorgeous and sparkly, and you know, then I had to break out a little bottle of champagne. So Tom and I were cheersing there right on the deck, and you know, you went on like that. And she would say the same thing. Well, my guy, man, it was so fun. I went with him on this 3-week tour, and we had so much fun every time before shows, and went on like that. My friend wouldn't stop, which is really funny. After about 45 minutes, I was getting a little burned out on it. But she wouldn't stop. I'd try to change the subject and act like normal life. And she's like, no, she's still talking about her life with this other person and how this life was different. It went on for at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half. And it was so fun. We were giggling so hard after. And I mean, during the whole thing, we had to act like this is for real. It's not like you're giggling like. So, interestingly enough, this is where my story's going. About a month or two later, I was out to dinner with my mom and her husband at a real cool restaurant here in Seattle called the Pink Door. And it was summer, there was this outside deck, and I heard this crazy laugh behind me. And I looked, there was Tom Hulce sitting in a chair right beside me, behind me, at a table of like 5 people. And I was like, this is weird. Tom Hulce is over there. And then someone at his table got kind of drunk, this woman, and she was going, you're high, screaming and kind of like that. And so it was causing a little bit of a ruckus in the restaurant. And he leans over and taps me on the shoulder, and he said, well, what do you think of that laugh? And I was like, what? And so then I started talking to him. And, that was that. I mean, we had some nice exchanges. But what I'm talking about here is I only spent an hour or an hour and a half playing a different reality with my friend. And suddenly, Tom Hulce is right next to me and tapping me on the shoulder and laughing with me. I'm telling you something. I really believe, and this has shown to me in my life, that having intention is super powerful, and enacting in our minds this playfulness that children have of play acting anything and imagining what your life would be like and going out to dinner and having a glass of wine, if you do that, with your friend, and talking about it. I hope you try it. I'm really excited to hear what you do. At the very minimum, try making an intention today and say how you want, I intend for this event to be this way, or for me to act this way during this event. You can't change the weather. I can't intend for the sun to come out today for my bike ride. But I can intend that no matter what the weather is, I'm going to have fun. And that means I'll probably have a really good time. So Give it a whirl. Let me know what you think. That's it for today. Bye.